Panagdait everyone and good evening. So as of the moment, my face implies exhaustion and that's true. I'm very much exhausted kaya gikan pa ko sa practice sa speech choir but still sir give us ample of time to prepare sa ani nga report. Encourage me kahigayon or ka-spare of time and I make this alternative no kay I was about to conduct a Zoom meeting para makita gyapon ang PowerPoint presentation while discussing each of the chapter. Unfortunately, nahabilin ang laptop so nabuhat ko ni nga alternative para nagyapon ma-comply at the same time ako ni siyang buhaton as comprehensive as I can kay para narigapon mo ma-learn ani nga video. Okay? And in the midst of the discussion, I might speak in vernacular for you to convey the message of this lesson. At the same time, I might stumble because I can't initiate words that properly no. And without much further ado, let's proceed to our discussion this evening. Today's lesson is all about Christian theology in the age of pluralism. So let us define first what is pluralism. Pluralism, just like inclusivism and exclusivism, it is a belief after life. It claims that one must be a member of a certain religion for you to attain the afterlife. However, in inclusivism and exclusivism, it denotes the idea that you should be a member of our religion or our religion is the right religion to be followed for you to attain the paradise. But in pluralism, there is no reference point because what you're going to do is to simply a good member of your religion for you to attain the afterlife. Okay? So next, the age of pluralism ranges from 17th to 19th century, the time that is usually referred to a modern time. There was pluralism everywhere. Many cultures, many ways to show reality, many Christian dimensions, lots of controversies from every side. There were varied actors in the field of theology. So, the age of pluralism is actually during the modern period. And I have mentioned earlier those factors during the age of pluralism, and we will be discussing that one later. And at the same time, we will going to discuss the actors of the theology. So the first factor or aspects is the many ways to know reality. As many different philosophies and perspectives emerge, people have different ways on interpreting the reality around them, mainly through personal experience. The increased acceptance of scientific investigation has allowed mankind to see more clearly the reality around them and also discover things that were once undiscovered in the past. So many ways to know realities since people are not of identical experiences and we all have different philosophies and perspectives in life. So we all have different strategies or we all have different ways on how we discover the truth. Okay? And it is through our personal experience. May it be good or bad. So we cannot shove the other's point of view just to believe in our perspective as we all have personal experiences on how we're going to interpret the fact, no? And it was stated there that through the scientific investigation, we are better able to discover the truth. So it holds paramount importance as those undiscovered things are unlocked and untangled through our personal experiences. No? Then many Christian denominations. Throughout history, it is evident that many Christian denominations have emerged due to their different perspectives or interpretations on the teachings of Christ and on what ways people can do to attain salvation. So, it is evident that many people or many Christians have different perspectives. Uh, so that means that we all have, or Christians have different interpretations on the Christian teachings and on what ways they're going to attain salvation. Next, lots of controversies. There were many controversies, different perspectives, and arguments against the teachings, traditions, and beliefs of the Catholic Church, which gave rise to the emergence of other Christian denominations, and many people decided to transfer from one religion to the other. So it is inevitable and innate that we all have different religions at the same time. Controversies will really emerge through our different perspectives and point of view. And it also exposed the idea that many people will try to shove our point of view regarding our religion, like like may istorya nila nga kanang amo ang religion mao'y tama, so kailangan ka mag-convert di ari. Kaya like they're trying to push you to believe in their religion para ma-convey kanila nga ilahang religion ang kailangan sunon. And karon or as of the moment, daghan jud kay mga tao nga naga-convert og religion just because of the different perspectives or because of kanang nag-shub sila sa ato ang point of view. And it was stated there that daghan lang gug kanang religion sa kalibutan, no? Tapos daghan sab og kanang mga belief, daghan sa mga traditions na kung saan it gave birth to more arguments and controversies nga kuan grabe jud kayo siya ka kuan ka grabe kayo siya ka real ka impractical as of the moment, no? Next, what are those varied actors in the field of theology? Those actors are bishops, pastors, pope, catechists, ordinary people, theologians of different levels from different perspectives, beliefs, and religious faith. So those are the varied actors of theology. Next is rationalism and modernism during this period. Rationalism excluded the supernatural or mysterious components of religious faith and submitted the objects of religious faith and data of revelation to the tribunal of unaided human reason. It is a belief that life must be based on reason and logic rather than emotions or religious. Believes that truth is something that can be grasped by the intellect and our five senses. So in rationalism, no, it is something kailangan ang ato ang life should be based on the logic, no, rather than the emotions and religions. And upon discerning the facts and truth, what we're going to do is to simply believe in the notion of change, or at the same time to believe in our five senses and intellectual capacity. So then, modernism is a tendency or a direction in basically two forms: the effort to change the traditional discipline of the church and the claim of almost absolute freedom for Catholic scholars, the magisterium. So in modernism, nasa two forms or claims. Mga the ability to alter the traditional discipline of the Catholic Church like naay audacity to change something or to alter something sa Catholic Church. And the second one is the claim of almost absolute freedom of Catholic scholars, no? Moto ang through form sa modernism. And another one is modernism is a radical approach that aims to change the way people in the modern era think of life, art, politics, and science. There is rejection of religious and moral principles as a way to obtain social progress. The reasons for such rejection is not because of disbelief, but because of its exertion of control over human feelings and actions. Thus, they believe that following religion and morals restricts and limits the human spirit. In modernism, it is an approach na kung saan na kung saan gi-change ang ato ang ways of life on how we perceive life as it is. At the same time sa arts and sciences. Like naa siya rejection sa religious and moral principles as we obtain social progress. So mao na ang gipasabot sa modernism. And one of the reason is because we need to exert the control over the human feelings and actions, and at the same time to believe that we can attain progress or social progress once we need to alter something in our religion or something like that. Theology, therefore, was anthropological. There was a kind of a turn to be the subject in theology, a kind of a Copernican revolution in the Christian theology. Theologizing has transformed from considering God as the object of faith, God as the end goal or purpose of man in his quest to attain ultimate happiness, to man as the subject of faith. Thus, theology has become anthropological based on man and his personal experiences with the divine. So, theologizing is something that we consider God as an object at the same time as an object of faith, and at the same time we as a man are the subject of faith. Like for example, ang God siya jud ang faith, no? And we as a person or as a man or sulugoon sa Ginoo, we are subject to that faith, no? Nasabtan, we are subject to that faith. And for us to be able to attain ultimate happiness and total satisfaction, we need to follow the God. We need to be that object, no? We need to follow the object of the Lord.